15 amazing, great, fresh summer fragrances that'll work perfectly for the fall and winter season. Stay tuned after this intro. What is going on, guys, and welcome again to another video. In today's video, I have 15 great fresh summer fragrances, very effervescent, very invigorating, very crisp, but also would cut through the fall and winter season due its density or its performance, or maybe sometimes a little bit of both. What I'm trying to say is that these fragrances behind me would work perfectly for this upcoming fall and winter season, even though they are fresh. At the most part. So without making this video way too long, let's just go through my number 15, which is a big banger. And I'm talking about Percival by Parfums de Marly. This is such a great scent, guys. Very much effervescent, clean, fresh, with a lot of ambroxan, which gives this one right here a lot of performance, and it's also very dense. Such a beautiful, fresh scent that would work through the cold winter as well. Check this one out, Percival by Parfums de Marly. I highly recommend it. Let's just grab another one from the niche realm. We're starting off very strong, guys, and I'm talking about Atento by xerjoff. This is musky, clean patchouli with a lot of freshness from the pineapple. The overall smell just comes across very dense and very fresh, fruity fresh. I personally love this one. It lasts for a long time and it lingers. So if you wanted a fragrance that lingers and cut through the winter cold, get yourself some Atento. It's very pleasant too, and it gets compliments. Let's just grab another one. This is a tea-based musky floral scent that I personally adore, and I'm telling you, adore. I love this one and I wear it pretty much the whole year around. And this is, of course, Silver Mountain Water. This is great, guys. This one is pretty complex, pretty unique for being a fresh scent. I know there's a lot of other fragrances right now. They're just trying to imitate the scent profile of this one right here. But this one came out first and it is still pretty unique. You're not gonna find a lot of fragrances that smells just like this scent profile right here. It's pretty interesting. A lot of people like it. A man or a woman can pull this one off, and it's got some density and it's got some performance too, even though it's a creed. This one lasts all day on my skin. I personally love it. Silver Mountain Water by Creed. It's a win for me personally. Another great zingy fresh scent that is pretty strong for being that zingy, for being that bergamot. It's a mainly bergamot type of scent, and bergamot, it's a volatile type of a note that it just evaporates quickly. It doesn't last long, but it's not the case here at all with Bergamot 22 by Le Labo. This one lasts on me all day, literally like all day. It projects and it performs. It's very zingy, very fresh, even though in the coldest cold winter, this one would still perform. At least people would definitely smell it of you. Bergamot 22, it's a must for this winter season if you just want to smell like very zingy, very fresh. This one, on the other hand, it's a little bit foresty, a little bit green, and I'm talking about Orion or Orion by Tiziana Terenzi. It gives a little bit of an Aventus vibe, or maybe like an Aventus Absolute vibe in a way, but it's different. It's more on the greener side and earthy and foresty, but it still smells fresh overall. I can rock this one summertime, no problem. But it's also dark, green, earthy enough with some density and some performance that would cut through the fall and winter, mainly fall. Just because of that earthy nuances this one gives, it's pretty much like soily, earthy, with a lot of green, fruity nuances. I personally love this one. I think it smells great and it garners compliments, especially if you love green fragrances. Orion by Tiziana Terenzi, such a beautiful one. Let's just grab another one. Oh, this one is a cheapie, but a goodie. I mean, this one, it's a must-buy, dumb reach. It's very versatile, it's very easy to wear. It's very reminiscent of Bleu de Chanel EDP at a fraction of its price, and it performs great as well. I'm talking about Missy Parfum pour Homme. For like what, $40 or so? You just cannot go wrong with this one. This one performs, guys. It's got the density of the Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum, just because it's a little bit heavier on the incense. but still fresh that you can wear this one pretty much all year round. You can wear it in the fresh, scorching summer heat. It's fresh enough to do that, but it's also dense enough to cut through the fall and winter cold. This is a great cheapy but goodie. You need to get yourself a bottle of this. The next one we have here is Louis Vuitton Imagination. This is very zingy, fresh, different. Smells amazing with a little bit of spices going on in the background. I personally love this one, but the best part about it that it just lasts all day. It projects very well, that you can even wear it through the fall and winter time, no problem. Even though it's like zingy, sparkling, volatile, fresh. The only bad thing about it that you just can't find it discounted anywhere, so probably you're not gonna find links to this one anywhere in the links down below. Second of all, it's pretty costly, so if you don't mind to spend that pretty penny, Imagination by Louis Vuitton, it's a very good one. Another one that I personally love, it's reasonably priced too, it's a Compliment Monster. It's very sweet, very strong. And I'm talking about Jada Ambassador, the original. This one, it's a monstrous performance, guys. It performs amazingly. It's got that fruity nuances. It's got the Aventus-like Ambroxan bomb. It is just amazing. It's a little younger, but it just garners a lot of compliments. Jada Ambassador. If you just wanna stand out and you just wanna get compliments, and if you want anybody to smell you throughout this cold season, just get yourself some Jada Ambassador. Carvin Low Intense by Carvin. This is a cheapie but goodie, guys. This one is a must-have if you work in an office. This is very much office appropriate. It lingers, it projects very well. It's very minty fresh with a lot of citruses and a lot of lavender. It gives a little bit of an old school touch when this one dries down just because of that lavender note. But it smells great, and you just can't find this one actually reasonably priced discounted online. Carvin Low Intense, it's a monstrous performer in terms of fresh fragrances. I personally love it. Let's just grab another one. Oh, this one, it just performs amazingly as well. Sorry guys, I think they have some sort of construction outside. It is just a little louder on the outside today. And the next one we have here is Aqua Essenziale Blue by Salvatore Ferragamo. This one is oily, earthy, lavendery with a lot of ambroxan. It's very fresh, very likable, very dense, and it's got some great performance that even though it's pretty fresh, very commonly fresh scent, but also performs very well that people also can smell you in the dead winter as well. Aqua Essenziale Blue by Salvatore Ferragamo, it's a great one also. Another great earthy one that is very fresh also, but also very earthy, very dense, very strong in terms of the performance as well. And I'm talking about Terre d'Hermès. This is the EDT. This one lasts, this one projects, this one is a little bit maturer, but it smells expensive. Terre d'Hermès is such a beautiful one that you should try out, especially in the dead winter. This one performs. Another one that performs, but it smells clean like a fresh linen sheet, and I'm talking about Prada L'Homme. This one powdery, irisy, but it lingers and it's thick. So it'll cut through the winter season, definitely. You have to love powdery fragrances though. But this one gets compliments. I personally love it and I always recommend it to people. The next one we have here, Acqua di Gio Profumo or Parfum, if you cannot find the Profumo version. This one, it's a little thicker than the original Acqua di Gio, the original Acqua di Gio. But this one has got some darker nuances and it's got performance also that makes it cut through the winter season, no problem. The patchouli note here is amazing. It just gives it a little bit of class on top of the freshness the original Acqua di Gio has. I personally love it. One of my favorites of all time, for sure. The next one we have here is Dylan Blue by Versace. This is a 200 ml bottle that I personally love it. And I love to wear this one in the winter season more than Dior Sauvage, just because it's a little bit sweeter, a little bit denser, and it just works well when it's cold outside. Dylan Blue, also you just can find it heavily discounted at a reasonable price out there. I'm just gonna leave links also with the best prices online, so just please check him out, and if you see something conveniently priced for you, snatch yourself a bottle, because why not? Or Mon Jane Mon Tobacco Intensivo, such a great old school fresh scent that it lasts like forever. Very fresh, but it's also lasts like for a long time. It smells like old money. It's expensive, but it's totally worth it in my honest opinion. Mon Tobacco Intensivo, I love it. Last but not least, you can hate on the guy, but this fragrance smells actually pretty good. It's very strong, it gets compliments, and it's pretty strong, fresh. And I'm talking about Office for Men by Fragrance One, Jeremy Fragrance's brand. This one will definitely cut through the winter season, no problem. This one has got some performance, it's got some woody nuances when this one dries down, but it's fresh enough, it garners compliments with that much ambroxan this one has, and it smells great. Reminiscing of all the other ambroxan fragrances out there, and all the other ambroxan fragrances out there, all of them, they smell good. Ambroxan in general, it's a synthetic note that it smells great and it's very pleasing to the masses. So this is pretty much it. This is the 15 fresh summery fragrances that would cut through the winter season one way or another. Let me know in the comment section down below, what is your favorite summer fragrance that you would definitely wear this fall and winter season that is coming up. I'm curious, please comment in the section down below. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and see you guys next time. Peace.